Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to replace is a parking brake. This is a Mercedes, it's a W221, so it's right over here, but the parking brake is just showing over right there. It's kind of like blinking. So what we do, so you see like that, it's just showing us the this parking brake is just like stuck in there. So what we're going to do today is replacing the whole module, and I'm going to take you step by step all the way to the end. Alright, let's get back to the tools which will be need. This tool we're going to need for this job is as follows: 8mm socket, 10mm socket, 70mm, 18mm, torque study, flat Phillips, hammer, and a ratchet. So we'll be working with an S-Class, is a S550. So the stuff we're going to replace today is just right over here. This is electrical handbrake. Is kind of like installation guide. So this is what we're going to replace today. Just right over here is electronic parking brake. So first things first, we have to remove all the rear tires, both the left and the right. So once we remove out of the way, we have to remove the rotors. We have to remove the calipers, and then I'll show you guys from below what you're replacing. So once the tire is out of the way, we're going to open this right here. It's a torque study, and then we come right over here. We remove our brake caliper from the way, and then once that is done, and then we can access. This is our handbrake thing. So if you watch closely right over there, is the handbrake stuff we're going to be replacing today. So when you come down right here, you can access it from over here. So we disconnect this harness holding into it, and then we remove it from the bracket right over here. We just get it out, and then we do the same for this other side. You just have to take the caliper and everything from here, and then we're gonna remove it from over here. We follow it up like that, and then we come all the way to right over here. All right, let's so once that's out of the way, what you do the same thing on this other side. You remove this right here, it's the torque study. You just pry in the brakes, and then you take out this caliper out of the way, and then we can access the inner side of this right over here. So you just get a flat screwdriver just like right here, and then just flat Phillips, and then you just pry like that. When this thing is all the way like that out, what you do, you can just use it to block this thing like this, so it gives you leverage to open this light over here. So you take your ratchet and 30mm, and you can just pull right over here, and with the leverage which you have right over here, you just open this thing just like that, and then this thing just opens without a problem. So sometimes most people have a problem opening this stuff, end up stripping it out. But to be on the good side, what you do, you just open just like that, and don't open it all the way because you're still opening the caliper. Next, you take this out, you come right over here, you open the 18mm right here, and then the 18mm which is just down over here. So you open it all the way. Out of the way, we just remove the low one. Just like that, our caliper is out of the way, and then you can just put it right over here, somewhere safe. Just make sure this thing is loose enough. Make sure nothing is stretched, and then once that is out of the way, if your rotor doesn't come out like that, you just tap a little bit, and then this thing should be able to then you can just play around like that, and then you open the remaining part. loose. Then this exposes to our brake shoe. What do? We remove the spring right over here, and then we can access the parking brake, which is attached to this one right over here. So if you are unfamiliar with how this thing looks like, so I'll suggest you to take a picture of how it looks like when you're at this stage. Just take a picture from all angles, or just watch the video until the end, then you see how it's rerouted, so that later on when you're installing in the back, you don't have a problem getting it parked the way it's supposed to. So you just take a flat screwdriver just like this, just a tall one. Let's come right over here, and then just maybe you guys can see it. Just lift it out of the way right over there. Once it locks like that, you just pull it out of the way, and then this thing is going to come from this side. And then let me show you. So don't worry about the stuff that's falling down. So just get this guy out like that. So here's how it looks like. Next, you just remove this thing from these hooks right over. So you remove the hook, which is just right over here. This thing comes out. So the hook is just right over here. Let me show you guys how it looks like. So this is the hook which holds into this our parking brake right here. You just remove it like this to the front, because once you put it in there, you lock it. This one's just right over here. You just unlock it like this, and then once it comes like that, and then you can pull it out from this angle like this. This thing is going to come out. So once this comes out, now our parking brake is loose from the front end. So we'll come back right over here, and then we can take it out from right behind. So let me show you that next. So you do this on this other side too, because you're going to remove this thing together. So let's do this side before we go down there. So I'll show you. Take this out of the way, put it on the side right up. Next we're going to be working right over here. So what you do, you bring a flat screwdriver right over there, and then you can pop out this kind of screw thing, this spring. So you take it out like that and let it come up, and you can take it from the lower side and get it out like that. This thing comes out. So next you just adjust this right over here, push this one down, this one up, and you let this thing come loose, and then you unlock the hook. There's a hook right over here. Just push it like that out of the way, and then this thing will just come out right here. So sometimes this thing is hard to come out from here just like that. So what you do, you come over here, then you use the leverage of here, pull this thing up, and then replace. Next you just pull this right this thing comes out of the way. You just take it out, you let this one come out like that. You can just take it out from right there, and then we can remove this right over here, and then this one right over here, but this is not necessary, so we just take out this one. We just squeeze this right over here like that, and then you take out like this. This one just comes out of the way, so you put on the side. So we have enough space right over here to work on. So you can just push in our stuff like this, and just push like that. This thing is going to open. Then once it opens like that, it lets our parking brake loose. So when we come under the car, so there's our parking brake, so it comes all the way here. So next we have this connector right here, and then we have this 8mm, and then there are two. When you remove all these ones, when you come over here, we have this like 13mm right over there. We have another one over right over here. I don't know if you guys can see. And then we have another one just right over there. We have only one, and once it's out, we just pull this thing away from right here. So let me just, it just uses a lot of strength. This thing is, so you keep wiggling, turning around like that. Once it's done, you just twist it and then you pull it. This thing just comes like that. Then you can leave this other section. So you do the same on this other side. You just wiggle it like that. then you twist it, and this thing just pops out like that without problem. So once that is done, you just remove it from right over here. It just comes like that, and then you can find it's a kind of like a flat Phillips. We just remove this thing here. So once you do that like that, this thing comes like that, and then you can just disconnect right from here. So this thing just pops out like that. So once you put it back later on, you just squeeze it in, and then you can lock it. So once that's out of the way, next we have one cable which goes right from here. It just comes right over here. You just notice over here, right here, it comes to the passenger side strut, and then it just follows right here. So we'll open this 10mm out of the way, and then we follow it all the way to our gas place, and then we disconnect from there. I'll show you later on. So let's continue with removing this bracket right over here. So once we are right here, we just take our 8mm, take this out, and then we come right over here, take this one too out. Then we just pull this thing like this, it comes out. Take out this bracket and then put it on the side. So this is supposed to be 10mm, it's not that thin, the way I was saying. So you can take it out like that, and then right over here you can take it out like that. So the bolts are out. So we have one more right on top right over there. So what you do, you have like some tool which is flexible. You can just put it like all the way. So for my case, I use several tools. Once I did that, that thing just comes right out of right over there. So this our tool is right over there. So this thing is out of the way. So I just reach over here and get our 10mm bolt. So this is the 10mm bolt. Our bolt is out. Let me show you guys how it looks like. This thing is out, and this thing is just loose. So we don't remove it yet. So what we do, we just disconnect the other cable right over there, which goes all the way to the gas tank, to the gas cap. So before we go up there, we just open this 10mm right over here. This comes out like that. So once that's out of the way, you just take this like this. So this is the cable you're following at. So it comes all the way up here. So you'll have to remove this one right here. You just have to cut it out. So we come to our gas cap, and then right over there on the corner, you use something like a flat screwdriver. You just pop it out. So you leave it like that. Just take your time. So once that's out of the way, what you do, it's going to be tricky. So what you do, you just squeeze this thing in, just keep squeezing it in, and then you turn it. And then once you turn it like that, and you push it in, that thing is going to go inside. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, so that thing will go inside like that, and then you can come over right here, and then you can pull it. All right, so once you pull it, remember earlier on we had something here we had to cut out, this cable right here. All right, this thing is out of the way. Make sure you don't cut out this hose right here. So you just come like that, and then you can just pull it out. So this is going to be our stuff. So it's out like this. So the thing I was showing you earlier, guys, is when you turn like this, you press, this thing is going to unlock from up there. Once it unlocks, it just comes inside. So let's follow it up. So you follow up like that. You just disconnect all this stuff from all these lines. Then you come all the way right here. it's time to remove our unit right here. So what you do, you just disconnect it. Now we pull it like this from down right over here. Then you let it come like that. Just let it come. Let it come. And just pull everything like that. Let it come all the way from right there. Finally, we have our electronic parking brake unit module right here. So we just compare with the new one, make sure it's all good, and then we'll do the reinstallation in reverse, so it's not going to be really tough for you guys to do. Make sure everything hooks in the right places, and then it should be good to go. So this is our new module. So we hope these things work together. Should be able to just be the same. Just compare them, make sure they're the same. Once you finish, it's time for reinstallation. Alright, to put it back, you just do it in reverse and everything should be so to install back this one right here, which goes on right over here, what you do, you remove this cover by taking out this 10mm right here, and then once that is done, you bring this cable, you just route it like this, and when you look right over there, just on top right there, you can see, let me show you guys, just underneath here, you can see where the cable goes to. So what you do, you bring it like that, and then right over there you can just slide it, and then it will lock in there. So what you do, something like that, then like that, you just push it, then this thing is just going to lock in like that. So when you push it, it's not going to come from there. So what you do, you just reroute this, the rest of this stuff, you just let it align like over right there. And this should be able to just fix right over there. Once that locks like that, you're good to go. So what you do next, you just put back the cover. Just put back this cover. So sometimes this thing is so dirty, I don't mind. It's where the wheel goes for the car. That's right. So you just put back this right over here. Just organize it well. Make sure it goes right over there. Then the other 10mm is going to come over here. And then you can put 10mm, then 10mm. This thing should be good to go. So you have your own tire thing all good, then you can reinstall the rest. So once the installation procedure is done, so what you do, you just come over right here and you start the car, and then you clear all the fault codes. So what you try to do first, before you clear the codes, you just come right over here, then you hold it, and then you push it in, and then you hold it, and you push it in. Alright, so what we do next, we just hook a computer right here, and then we clear all the codes which are in the system. Once that is done, we take it for a drive, and then once that is done, we'll be good to go. And if you notice right here, guys, you see the parking thing is gone, which was there before. I think if you paid attention to it, because once we took it out like that, this thing just went away. So when I press it in, it's supposed to come back. So the park is right back over here, and then when I just pull it out, it should be able to go away. Alright, so when we clear that, we clear all these codes, the code is supposed to have gone away by itself. So if the unit is good, this code is going to go away by itself. So let's just shut it down, and let's just start it up again. So everything, if the red thing is supposed to go away, and the yellow one, just like that, is supposed to go away. So this other stuff which needs to be fixed later. Alright, so that's how it is, and you guys have seen it, and this thing is fixed, and we should be good to go. I hope this video really helps you out as you fix your project, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye bye.